Hello, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. I've said it before, but I'm really getting concerned about this winter. It's coming on us, and things are cooling down quickly now, and it's coming on us like a freight train, winter. And I've been doing some reading and research, getting suggestions from you guys as well. A lot of helpful hints. I'm going to share that as well later in the video. But this energy crisis is going to affect us. And you could say, well, dog, I live in the United States or I live in the South. I'm good. No, you're not. It's going to hit all of us. It's going to impact all of us, if nothing else, in the wallet for paying for extra for fuel and other things. I'll go into it more here. But especially if you're in a colder climate, but even if you're not, like I said, even if you're in the South, we need to prepare for this. And I know my Texas friends are going to cringe when I always say this, but think about last year, the Texas freeze. I mean, look what that did. So even if you're in the South, it can be serious. So, like I said, winter's approaching. We got a global energy crisis that is exploding, and it is on us, making things pricey already. Um, Lots of natural gas is produced in the United States, and now a lot of it's heading towards Europe. So that's also pushing up the price for natural gas. It's going to keep going up. Energy supplies are getting tighter, and this is just going to make the cost go higher and higher as well. The United States government, you might have seen this a couple of days ago, the United States government is now warning Americans to expect heating bills to rise more than 50%. The number they gave was 54%. And they say we would be lucky that if it only goes up to 54% over last year. Even the mainstream media is starting to acknowledge this. They were avoiding it for a while, but even now they're using terms like global energy crisis. So when they're talking about it, that's something, okay? That's something to note. European and Asian gas prices are at an all-time high now. Oil prices are at a 3-year high. Coal prices are soaring. So you got shortages that have been making the news in China, India, and Germany, and Europe, most of Europe. So if you think bad things, if you think things are bad right now, just wait. I mean, it could get really tough as we get into the winter months into early 2022. Okay. Prices are surging worldwide for heating oil, natural gas, other fuels. All right. And I would expect gasoline to keep going up. I'm hearing from a lot of you guys out there that it just keeps going up. And this is all across the country, not just in California or New York. I know I'm in Georgia and North Georgia, and it's sitting right at 310, pretty consistent around here. That's pretty good. I know compared to what some of you states have right now, especially like I said, out west and up in the Northeast. But I think that's going to keep going up. I think we could see $5 a gallon of gasoline even here, and no telling what it could be like out there out west. They say oil by the barrel is going to be $100 a barrel. It could go more than that, I believe. So it's like prices are generally, United States are generally 5.4% higher for consumers now than they were a year ago. This matches inflation rates since 2008. 5.4%. I mean, feels a lot higher than that when I get groceries. I don't know about y'all, but this is affecting and driving up prices of everything from groceries to transportation. Meanwhile, pay raises, so all that's going up. Meanwhile, pay raises for most workers are not keeping up with inflation. No kidding. Tell me about it. If you are fortunate to be having raises that are keeping up with this, be blessed. Okay. Most of us are not, and we will continue not to. All right. This is forcing a lot of people to get second jobs. It's ridiculous. But I refuse to believe that all this energy crisis stuff. I mean, and it's real. But I refuse to believe that it is just solely blamed on the pandemic or the healthcare crisis that we've had over this last year and a half, almost 2 years. I just don't believe that. I think that could have been a contributing factor, and still could be. But I believe that this is part of a manufactured thing. Okay, this has to be intentional. Okay, I know a lot of y'all probably believe that too, but it's got to be on purpose, man. I mean, really, you know. So prepare. We've got to prepare for this, and I know many of you probably already are. So share what you're doing as well, if you don't hear it mentioned here. But like I said, heating fuels about to skyrocket, y'all. Okay, especially with this talk of rumors of being grid down in the winter or rolling blackouts, rationing of electricity, even here in the United States, not just over somewhere else. Okay, fuel shortages coming, so I think it's time now. I mean, as fast as you can. Uh, you know, even though we're not into the meat of the winter months, these things may be hard to get, or starting to get hard to find, even right now. So top off propane tanks. I think that's important. They're getting more expensive. I picked up an extra propane tank and got it filled this weekend. It was a lot higher. I think it was like double what I would normally expected. You know, we had some sticker shock there, but we went ahead and did it. You know, so might need it. Uh, Fill up your gas cans if you've got extra storage capacity, capability for that. Your gas cans, kerosene, the Mr. Buddy heaters. I hear a lot about those. I don't have one, but I'm hearing those are just awesome. So consider that. I may even look at one. Firewood, if you have a chimney. I mean, we have a good fireplace here, so we've got a lot of firewood. I'm going to get more. So that's what I plan to use if things get really bad. We've got a lot of propane as well. We have a propane outdoor heater that we can also utilize. I've got gas grill, charcoal grill. So carbon monoxide detectors. This is important as well. A viewer suggested this, and I hadn't thought about that, but carbon monoxide detector, fire starters of all kinds would be awesome. Get extra if you can. So get this stuff now before it becomes, you know, this crisis comes in full force, because it's already starting and the prices are going up. You may not be able to find this stuff in the store. Okay, it's getting tougher to find. When I bought that propane tank, I brought it at Tractor Supply this past Friday, and when I grabbed that thing, there was three others just sitting there. Now I don't know if they get more in or not, but usually there's a lot more sitting out there. So um, so definitely don't waste time and think, oh, I've got a little time. No, go ahead and get it now. So extra propane, firewood, lighters. That's what I'm doing. Share what you're doing. Share. I know you guys have other sources as well, especially you guys that live up in the Northeast in the colder climates as well. So um, do what you can to budget and cut back on some things, because these heating costs are really going to be real. It's going to get more, it's a lot worse than last year. All right. And of course, like I always say, keep praying. It's free. You know, stacking Jesus up is free. It doesn't charge you. It doesn't cost you anything. All right. And that's awesome. So let's keep doing that as well. So take care. Be well. Let's look after each other. Support each other. Welcome your comments. And God bless you. I'll see you soon.